Hello, 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 hello. Good afternoon or good evening, good morning, whatever the time zone is. How are you? Hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, I think we should be good on the audio. Let me check. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm feeling so cold and tired today. I didn't sleep properly, so I'm feeling a bit cold. Okay, yeah, the audio is good. Anyway, you guys, good afternoon. I'm not going to stay here for long today. This is just going to be a quick one. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button so that you can know whenever I upload a video, and also switch on the notification bell. Guys, I don't know what is going on. I think this software is really messing my live video up because it keeps saying it's not your fault and it keeps going off. Anyway, you guys, hope you guys are doing well. How are you? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Hope everything is fine. So, today I want to talk about polygamy. I'm going to be talking about how they make polygamy glamorous. It's not that glamorous. If you've seen anyone that has been in one, I have been in one myself, and I can tell you it's not something that I ever wanted or wanted for anybody. And also, I'm going to be talking about Baba Jesha's situation. I did a short clip of all the video I'm talking about today is on my shorts. If you can, take time. I'm trying to put time into doing those shorts video now because it's much better. I believe like more people watch that. People kind of believe in quick things these days. They're not interested in you, going parabolating like live videos, sitting down and talking, putting things in context. They just want to, just get the quick information and leave. I understand a lot of people don't want to spend too much time on social media, or let me just say TikTok is killing YouTube because they do a lot of live on TikTok, and I know my brother has been telling me about TikTok live video. Sometimes they don't even sleep in Nigeria. They do this live show and everything. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. So, another topic I want to talk about is this Big Brother Naija winner. I don't watch Big Brother Naija. I don't watch Big Brother Naija, but it's just to take a break from Ned Woko, Regina Daniels, because these people are going wild at this point, and their case is just spreading like a wildfire. I don't know why they are fighting for public attention. Who is going to be getting the validation of the public, trying to fight things out in the court of public opinion rather than in the real court of law. So anyway, I'm going to first talk about that Imisi. If this is your first time you are coming across me, my name is Debbie. If you have been watching but you're still contemplating, should you subscribe or not? What are you waiting for? Please click that subscribe button down below and turn on the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever I upload a video. And to all my old time subscribers, to all the new ones, I say salute. Thank you guys. So anyway, Big Brother Naija, like I said, I don't watch it, but what I realize is that the little I've seen, it was after this lady won. So I'm going to start from her story. Then I will speak about Baba Jesha, Yomi Fabi, Liz Anjorin, and I will go to Nedwoko. It's those three topics I'm addressing. I'm not going to stay too long. Nicey. Which one is nicey? Anyway, you guys, as I'm saying, this lady won, and I started seeing a lot of people. I didn't even know Big Brother Naija was going on. I was just, going by my day and all that. And I saw that, oh, this lady won Imisi. There's a story behind her. They call her Ijoba 606. And I realized that a lot of celebrity is more or less like that is who the people really want to, like, they really wanted this girl to win so bad. But then I later realized there was a story behind her. So apparently this girl said that the mom sent her out at 12 years when she got pregnant. That's the story allegedly, because now the mom is denying it. The mom is saying that she should come out and tell the story where she sent her out. But it looks like the mom literally left them, because the mom is claiming that their dad is making her suffer. Their dad has done this to her, done that to her. But some other people were claiming that this lady's mom, her name is Imisi, she's really lively, and she's a Yoruba girl. She's somebody like me that I just be like, oyibo oti ewa senu mi jare ejo je n so Yoruba. So she's very lively, she's jovial, she speaks a language, she's fluent. But apparently the mom is, maybe the mom should have married Mohbad's dad, because they seem so similar in a way. Because I don't expect, the girl just won maybe last month, I believe. I can't remember. Please, if you watch Big Brother Naija and you know about it, you can enlighten me a little bit more. But what I keep saying, this thing keeps popping up. Maybe the blogs I'm looking at, but in my FYP, I keep seeing everything in Missy, everything in Missy, the mom actually. But what I come to realize is that I'm going to play the audio of this lady, because I think she eventually addressed her mom. Maybe after a lot of people were saying that. The thing there is that Nigerians can be, especially with someone like Imisi, who they actually voted for, and the mom is coming out to kind of tackle her, even though this girl has not even started getting anything. Because the way you make it with this Big Brother Niger people is like, you get to be known by a lot of people. This is the time that this girl will be getting introduced to a lot of brand deals, ambassadorship. Imagine showing both such. So she's going to be getting a lot of deals, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, this is the time for the team to get behind her, so that she can be making her money. Because I believe they are win. What they normally win in this show is not something they give them, they owe cash outrightly. I think it's 80 million naira, but they don't give them the money outrightly. I think they give them the money little by little. But what this thing does to them is that it gives them fame, and it makes them known. Some the world we live in right now is not even about how much you have, is how famous you are, how much people know about you, because your fame now turns to money. It's not even just the fame. Let me say how influential you are. So a lot of them are influencers. And because a lot of people love this girl, she hasn't even finished her media round before her mom started popping up on TikTok, making video, trying to turn herself into this celebrity, trying to claim to be a victim. I don't I don't get it, to be honest. The thing is that even if this girl lied to get into Big Brother house, that's a very terrible lie. But why I won't say entirely and say that, oh, this girl lied, because the mom is claiming that this girl lied. But the thing is that since this lady came out, the lady is looking after her grandma. So the story I heard is that the mom left them with the dad. But obviously, maybe the dad married another person. I am not privy to that. But what this lady claimed is that it was the grandma that looked after them. That if not for the grandma, that things would have been really bad. So I think it was the grandma that goes to that Celestial church, or maybe they all go to Celestial church, and she's a Celestial girl. So then this lady, as soon as she came out, they say she rented a place for her grandma. So which means she still have some young ones that live with the grandma. And I don't want to say this, but I'm gonna say it. I know a lot of Gen Zs has been complaining, even though the way they paint it is as if, oh, it's all parent, not all parents. Parents need to understand that these new generations of, of these kids coming up, they are not really interested in you turning them to your life insurance. I always tell my friends this thing. I always tell people this thing. Try and create what, like, especially the millennials, you know, don't think that the way the boomers have it easy, the Gen X or the millennial, you are going to have the same. Because if I look at the pattern, the way things are going on, during the millennials having kids, most of them do this soft parenting. With soft parenting comes a lot of things that people are not noticing. In Nigeria, I understand because they put so much on the first child, the breadwinner of the family. It gives a lot of people this kind of entitlement that they believe that, oh, because you are the one that makes it, you have to, do everything for everyone. I'm not saying don't do, it's good to actually help your family out, but when it's becoming overwhelming for you, it's not okay, it's not good, especially when you now start creating your own family and you give them. What I realize is that no matter what you do for a lot of these people in Nigeria, they don't appreciate it, except if they have your head. See, there was a story of this guy, uh T'Challa, Tekla or something. I don't know if you guys come across it. It was this Igbo lady that has her brother was living with her, and she was helping. I don't know whether he's a direct brother, and the brother saw his own friend who is struggling as well. Oh, you can come to Lagos. Brought the that one to Lagos, a Diri or whatever his name is, this evil guy. The friend brought him to Lagos. He was living with the sister, and I think the brother of that lady eventually got a job somewhere else, left Lagos and go to that place. And when he got to the place he was working, maybe in East as well, good company, he eventually invited his friend who he brought to Lagos to his sister to be living there. By the time he was calling the brother is not showing up. That is when he realized that something has gone wrong. That friend that he brought to Lagos actually buying his own sister, like he buying this friend that helped you, buying the sister simply because of money. So I just digress. I am used to digressing. So with this Imisi situation, I just noticed that the mom is going off on this girl to the extent of showing like, this is where I live. It reminds me so much of Baba Mohbad, because I remember the moment Mohbad died, Baba Mohbad said something like, oh, this is where I live. Oh, he didn't even build house for me. He didn't do this for me. He didn't do that for me. What they fail to realize is that these people they are putting the loads on, they also have needs, they have wants, but they curb it. See, this thing goes on in a lot of us that live in the diaspora as well. Like my friend, I have a friend, this is my friend. She's always, helping them at home, doing all sort of things. You will bring something good to her, come and buy. She'll be like, hey, this money, if I send it to Nigeria, it will go a long way. It's not that she's using the money for herself, but she's just helping out the family. What tends to happen at the end of the day is that this family that you are doing it for, they don't even appreciate it because they have this sense of entitlement. I don't know where it comes from. It's more or less like this guy, Jojo Filani, that does stuff on YouTube. And he will be saying, you must say thank you. If you don't say thank you, I will take my things back. These people will win something. They will still not say thank you because they are not used to it. The entitlement mentality is there. I don't get where it comes from. And I think that is what Imisi's mom is displaying. She has this entitlement mentality to the girl's wealth. And the girl is not saying, I'm not helping. The girl gave you 150,000. she explained to you the money is just going to be coming in little by little. Someone that gave you 150K, she confirmed it herself. Then she gave you 150,000, one time 150,000, one time 50,000. Do you think if she has more, she won't do? Because you are not the only one. Because you are the mom that battered her, doesn't give you the liberty to now put this lady to task, blasting her on social media, going on this useless live show on TikTok, talking trash. And a lot of people were coming for her. And I'm thinking to myself, what are you trying to do to the brand of your daughter? If this guy is going to help you, is it not from the money she's going to make? But then you started tarnishing her. Who is going to want to relate with something like that? Because you have another Baba Mohbad on your hand. Ojo kukuniye. Because anybody that tried to relate with whatever nonsense he is, it's crazy. I'm trying to see if I can get, because it's really crazy. Okay, this is the conversation between the mom and the daughter. I don't get why the mom is doing it, to be honest. Even if the girl has done something, you supported her. Fine, that's what a parent should do. You need to support your children. You need to make sure they achieve greatness. Is the greatness they're achieving is not for you. Like, I don't know. The mom is not that old, but the mentality is there. The entitlement mentality is there.
Gbogbo àgbáyé ló gbọ́ kó o mọ orí èpè tó ṣe fún mi tó sọ pé ṣó yẹ kémi wá ṣàdúrà mi tí wọ́n ti gba mọ́tò tèmi ti gba tó ti gba ẹ̀wùn nǹkan pé ṣó yẹ kémi débẹ̀. Bó ṣe bí ṣe nítorí làwọn àtijọ́ láti sọ fún pé kẹ́ má yọjú rárá sí nǹkan tó ṣe fún wọn kó má yọjú níta. Ìtorí ẹ̀ ni wọ́n ṣe ní pé kí n má yọjú. Ṣé plan work yìí jọ ni tẹ́lẹ̀? Plan work bí plan kankan mi ò ní fún kíkẹ́ ní plan. Gbogbo whatever things bá sọ now is my truth. So mi ò ṣe kò sí ẹni plan kankan. Ṣé ó ṣẹlẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ rí ni tó fi sọ ìgbà wo lọ rẹ̀ pẹ̀? Ṣé ìyẹn sí kò ní mo fẹ́ máa sọ gbogbo yẹn? Ìgbà wo lọ rẹ̀ pẹ̀ ò sọ? Ṣé lọ́dọ̀ mọ́ mi ló wà bọ́dọ̀ mi? Ṣé ìyẹn ni mo kí n tálọ̀ tálẹ̀ má bínú mo fẹ́ bèrè? Gẹ́gẹ́ bí òbí mo fẹ́ bèrè ni. Ṣé kí ló ń sọ? Àwọn èèyàn wà níta wà yẹn. Èmi ti kúrò bí àwọn sọ̀rọ̀ tí wọ́n bá òde níta wọ́n wà ní ọ̀dọ̀ jíjí sí mi ṣe àwọn tó ń ṣe bí òkìlò kan tèmi pẹ̀lú ti
the guy is not trying to remove you.
Ṣé gbọ́rọ̀? Abíámọ kú ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ. Kí n kúrò ní social media. Ẹ má wọ ìwọ máa fún yín lówó tẹ́ pé máa ṣókè ẹ máa fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìgbé ayé tuntun kò sí nǹkan tẹ́ nílẹ̀ ní social media mi ìfẹ́ nítorí ọ̀nà gbogbo wàhálà yóò ti sún mi mi ilé ìwé gbogbo wàhálà tẹ́ tó ṣe tó ilé ìgbọ́ tó owó yìí yóò ti ṣe tó fún gbogbo wàhálà kí n tẹ̀lé ogun tì nínú Big Brother kí n tún wọ́n kí n tún máa fa wàhálà mi. Ìmísí. Ẹ̀tọ́ tó lọ gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tó bá wà nínú ẹ̀jọ̀ tó lọ ẹ fi àgbẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ kó lọ ẹ jẹ́ ìjọ ọmọbìnrin náà pé mi ti ṣe ẹ̀dá ayé jù ọmọ ìṣàlẹ̀ ẹ̀dá.
I don't understand, seriously. The woman's supposed to just let it go. Let your daughter be great. Let her achieve that greatness. And, I don't get it with all these people and their self-entitlement. It's not that she's not going to do for her. You can tell she is doing at her little capacity that she can do for the mom. Because with what I heard, she already rented an apartment for the grandma. And she's promising the mom now that leave social media. So obviously the embarrassment, whatever, maybe the management is telling her that this is going to be a dent on the things that you could get. But I don't think the mom is ready to let up. And people living in diaspora, enjoying the drama, they will start contributing for the mom. Same thing they did with Papa Mohbad. They will start, trying to get into this. A lot of people living in diaspora, they are so bored to the extent that they make other people's life their television. They make it something they invested so much in, because after origbona from work, like, oh, I've been working, I've been doing this. Most of them just, sit down and make your own life, your real life, they make it their entertainment, and you give them that. And that's what Baba Mohbad did. And I think this lady's mom is going to do exactly the same, because everything, the lady is having a conversation with you, yet you are there with some other people and you are asking her questions. She's still telling you some other people are there, but the mom was just like, oh, they are not here. And someone is chatting, Imisi, like she lied. Whether she lied, she didn't lie, she tried to use it to get into Big Brother's house, I don't know. But what I know is that you can't embarrass your family like this on social media. You can't make your real life an entertainment for people to watch. Social media is making people too much comfortable. I don't get it. I can't imagine if my kids get to that stage and started, so quick story time. Yeah, and my dad do this and my mom do this. I'll be so embarrassed. Like, you were not raised like that. Why did you turn your life? There are some things, I'm not saying don't show your lifestyle, don't show good, bad, ugly, but the thing is, there are some certain things that is meant to be personal to you. Like, nobody even have any secret anymore. Everything is just on social media. Anyway, I pray the woman heal. I understand she is maybe not very educated to really understand, and I think this Imisi or whoever is in her corner need to tell her to go and see the mom, sit her down, explain it to her that I want the money through mommy, but the money is not going to come in at once. As soon as the money is coming in, or just tell the mom, I'm going to give you money to start business, but at the same time, I'm going to put you on salary, even if it's just little money. Because apparently the mom has married some other men, living. I'm not going to fault her for that, because at the end of the day, some of them doesn't really know how to navigate life. Some of them don't know when to quit, because all she know is depend on a man, or not that way. I'm not trying to say it that way, because the woman might be very hardworking, but all she know is that maybe she can. As a woman, you're not meant to be alone by yourself and retrace your step, think about your life, think about your journey. Because with kids that has grown as Imisi, even if Imisi is the first child, this woman is still giving birth and everything, because she has like some young kids, which is from another baby daddy. I don't know, because anyway, I'm just going to leave it. This sense of entitlement just needs to stop, especially if someone is a breadwinner. Breadwinner also has a life, and they need to live their life as well. So moving on, I'm going to talk about Regina Daniels and Nduwoko. I'm not going to stay too long on that, because if you want to see much of what I've said about them, you need to go on my shorts and watch. I'm going to go on my shorts and share. Let me share my shots on here. Um my studio. Let me go on my this thing and see if I can share the shots um of what I posted about them yesterday. It's really crazy, to be honest. Uh because I don't get it with both of them. I mean, um Ned Nwoko and Regina Daniels. It seems like they are trying to win in the court of public opinion. Like, who is going to win? Who is going to be the winner of it? If you get what I'm saying. And things they are putting out there is crazy, is wild, especially Regina Daniels. Like, things Regina Daniel is putting out there is really, really crazy, because I don't get it. Talking about you know, type shit, type shit. The guy is acting like all these. I know she's acting her age, but I don't know 25 years because some of 25 years I know they are in their husband's house right now. So I don't get it with this type shit, because to me, that type shit kind of look like you're covering up for something or you are not coherent, because this thing is even making some other people judge her, saying that when she speaks, she sounds like, yes, Nedwoko is right, she needs to go to rehab. But the thing these people are not factoring into it is that Nedwoko doesn't have legal rights over Regina Daniel. They are not married legally. They are not married legally, even though Ned Nwoko might come up with so many documents. And I just like Omoyele Sowore said, a lot of things are going on in the background. Ned Nwoko is a lawyer, so he knows how to cover his track. But what he doesn't bargain for is this huge big celebrity with the most largest following, because Regina Daniels has about 50 million followers on Instagram alone, not to talk of Snapchat, not to talk of Facebook, um, and TikTok. And this girl does a lot of TikTok. She's a TikToker. I don't know how many followers she has. One thing that Woko PR need to understand is that you are not going to win the battle in the court of public opinion fighting with Regina Daniels. And one thing Regina needs to learn is that there are some things that you need to stop speaking about. Like, you don't need to respond to everything. You don't need to ask your younger sister to respond to anything, because the younger sister was responding to Layla. Layla was the fifth wife of Ned Nwoko, and it was Regina Daniels that mentioned this lady. She mentioned Lila. It's not that Lila was in the story before. Excuse me. But Regina Daniels mentioned her. I think Regina Daniel talked about um how this how she's giving um okay, hold on, let me expand this and just add it to my this thing. Sorry. Sorry about that. So this is on my YouTube. I'm gonna add it to the I'm gonna add it. I'm gonna share it. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. So this is the short clip I made, but you guys will need to
Entitlement
pause
of
and read a lot
Daniel's
of
case
things.
is becoming the case of who is going to win in the court of public opinion. Is more or less like, oh, I'm going to win them over, you're going to win them over. The fifth wife has gotten involved now. If you don't know, through Regina's write up, Regina mentioned giving the ladies money, and the ladies was literally angry that why would Regina lie? That Regina is lying, Regina is this, Regina is that, her husband is doing a lot of things for her. You guys need to pause all the
Okay, see? I didn't say I don't smoke shisha because the lady mentioned. Anyway,
write up,
listen,
or you
listen to
go on
this.
blogs and read. She wrote a very lengthy uh, note about how Regina is even giving her drugs, but later Nedwoko came out with another dissertation, literally, and even the woman, after you already talk about how Regina introduced you to drug some years back, which shows a pattern that almost all of Regina Nedwoko's wife are on drug. I don't understand it. Seriously, it's more or less like who is going to win the public opinion about the situation. And see, I don't understand who Nedwoko as a PR, but they are behaving exactly like the kind of management that Regina Daniel also has, because Regina Daniels, the things she put out there, she was even talking about being pregnant, aborting it before the mom gets to know. And if you look at her age, then maybe she was only 16.
can you boldly come out on social media and be talking about things like this? And some man messaging Regina Daniels talking about stopping stuff that she's putting out there. Go back to your husband so that you settle it amicably. Like, can you allow your daughter to be beaten up? And at the same time, can you allow your daughter to go back to a man that arrested her home brother? Let the brother stay there for 3 days. And have you seen what Omoyele Showore put up there? And those are Regina's comments. Pause it and read it. You will you will puke, because things she was saying, you'll be like, oh my days. Why is this girl going a wire or wide like this? Who is our management? Why are you not checking whatever she's putting out there? Because all these things are forever. And at the same time, they were asking, this one now particularly is asking Regina to be quiet and says nothing. Why Nedwoko is putting out stuff? I don't get it with these people. It's annoying at this point. Senator Nedwoko and
Okay.
Regina Daniels case
So,
is
guys,
becoming the case of who is going to
that's
win
one of
in.
the shots I put out yesterday because it's a lot. Even me at this point, I can't keep up. Like, it's too much. I can't keep up. So anything about them now, if it's not major, I'm just going to put it in my short. But the case of this Regina Daniel and Nedwoko is wild. Like, it's really wild. Because if you look at it, it's full of illegality, uh, full of lies, betrayers. It's full of a lot of things. And I cannot believe a 70-year-old man, or almost 70, whatever how old he is allowing his team or the PR to be putting out all sort of things. It's really wild, like really, really wild. And as a lawyer, you think the way to defend yourself, I get it. I know, like a lot of cases now, is more or less even the judges look into the public court of opinion before making their judgment. Is really crazy. So things they keep accusing each other. There's uh like sex video leaking, there is drug involved, there is so many accusations, lies, betrayers, illegality, lesbianism. Like, their case is full of a lot of things. I can't even keep up. I just hope these people can take all of this crap off of social media, because then the Woko sending people keep insisting that she just have to go to rehab, not just for me but for the kids. How do you Yoruba will say one thing, I won't go today shore. You took your own brother-in-law to court and you expect to come back and the wife will come back to your house. The moment he took that step, is gone beyond the boundary. The moment Nedwoko take that steps, is broken, because the moment Regina Daniels decide to come back, Sammy will feel betrayed. The brother, I mean the brother, he will feel betrayed. Like, how could you? How could you go back to such a man? Somebody that wants me to rotten in jail. You need to watch my shot, especially the one Omoyele Showore did. There are so many accusations. I don't know. Some might be true, some might not be true. I'm not privy to it. Omoyele Sowore is an activist, and he's saying that Ned Woko was planning the moment Omoyele Sowore interfere in it, because they had issue before. Omoyele Sowore claimed that when he was arrested in prison, he met about 9 people that Ned Woko has put in prison that time. He had to help them, and it's about land disputes. And Ned Woko has been using his power. He said, oh, he's using ill-gotten money to threaten people, to do this, to do that. I'm not really interested in that, because he said a lot of people were calling him out that Regina has done that, Regina has dragged you, Regina. But he said, no, that's not the point. The point for him is that Ned Woko is using too much of his power, especially being an elected official.
of the Republic of Nigeria. He is using too much of his power to harass people, to oppress people, and Showore doesn't like all of that. So that is why he is fighting the case, because he went to them in prison to release Sammy. And when Sammy was there as well, there are so many other people that has been arrested, thrown in prison because of Nedwoko. And the problem is that if they don't know anybody, they will just be rotting in there. So long story short, Regina is at fault. The mom is at fault. The mom is not coming out. Like, who are the team behind both of them? That's all I want to know. Because if they actually have a PR team, if it's me, they need to be fired and they ask some other people to come in. You know, things Regina said, oh God. Things she said, how can you put it out there that I was pregnant for him and I aborted it? Do you think it makes you look okay so that you can tell us that Nedwoko is a PD file? Like, how does that make you look a loose girl? How does that make your parents, especially your mom, how does it make her look? She's failed because she didn't do her job. Because if you're talking about abortion at that age, you're really, really young. Why would you even be eating the forbidden food? Talk less of now doing it, raw at your age with one old man that has about 4 5 wives. And you guys have. That is why I said polygamy is a scam. Don't let anybody deceive you. We that come from a polygamous home, I can tell you, I even have it very good. Seriously, I always say that if a man wants to be a polygamy, not somebody like Nedwoko doing choo, because he's not even a Muslim. He literally changed himself to be a Muslim so that he can marry all of these wives. He's not born a Muslim, he's a Christian. So if you really want to see like somebody that wants to be in polygamy, it will be a man that can control everything under him. And the thing is this, there is no way, there is no perfection that Regina Daniel is painting. Ever since they got married and I'm seeing all of these things, I always say there's no perfection. And people will always refer to, what about Shadi Okoya? Yeah, what about she's enjoying? What about the wives before her? How do they feel? Like, people don't even think. And they'll be tapping, palm one tapper. I tap into Regina. Only Regina Daniel marry right. Only Regina Daniel marry right. Now, what are you going to tell us? Anyway, you guys, I'm just going to tell you polygamy is a scam. Is a device of a patriarchy to keep women under some type of control, some type of. The thing is this is not about, oh, you love someone, is about trophy. You are just a trophy. You are nothing to this man than a trophy. Because the moment Regina is no more there, you can see the way he started gluing up to Layla. And you will see him here and there with Layla when Regina is there, but it's mostly when they are not in good terms. And that's what. So I believe even if I want to qualify a polygamy, I would say it's just a narcissistic behavior from a patriarchy fool who just think like, yes, I'm above all, I can do everything. You will not see a man that really loves himself, put himself in that shoe. He is always talking about, oh, a man that doesn't have more than one wife, they won't have leg to stand. What leg is he standing on now? Embarrassing yourself on social media with a 25 years old, somebody that you are older than by maybe 42 years or thereabout. How do you even juggle that? How do you even come about that? How do you even look at yourself? And you now become something of ridicule. Even the sister's wife is calling him Chinedu. That's what you have brought yourself to with this polygamy crap that you embedded yourself into, thinking like, oh, it's the best. You are plucking the best of the best. And what happens? He might even die lonely at the end of the day. That's what happens. Because when you get to that stage whereby you are older, you are brittle, you don't even have that strength in you. Is it those women that you are treating like crap that will now be cleaning you up, doing all sorts of things for you? Anyway, you guys, I'm going to move on and talk about Yomi Fabi. I'm not going to stay too long on that because the story is crazy. Baba Jesha went to prison. If you don't know about Baba Jesha's story, just put it in Google. You're going to get a lot of stuff, but I will tell you, he was found guilty of child assault and he did his time. He finished his time because if you calculate the time spent in prison, Princess explained it better, and I posted that video as well. You can watch it on my short. Like, he fulfilled his time. Let me see if I can, play that video as well and see if you guys can just, catch up on it. Then I will explain what Yomi did, because that Yomi Fabi is such a clown. Like, he keep calling himself an activist, but I don't see him as one. He's just a Confucianist. He likes to confuse people. He likes to he likes to make people feel small. He likes to use uh all of his maybe exposure. Should I call it his exposure? He just like to use his influence in a very wrong way most of the time. That's the way I see it. Some other people might not see it that way, because I know he has a lot of gullible people who believes whatever crap is feeding them. Because the thing is this: how do you come out and say that, oh, thank God, Baba Jesha, you are vindicated? Vindicated from what? Vindicated from the other offenses that he was already. He's not even vindicated. They dropped those cases because there are some other cases that came up before he was sentenced to prison, I think in 2021 or 22. Let me see if I can play that short clip of Princess. I just clipped this part out. Yeah, maybe I should play that part. Okay, let me play the wait, let me play that part. It's on my channel. I'm playing this from, so sorry guys, I don't know what is going on. Okay. Okay. I didn't know it was not showing. Okay. Because the way Yami Fabi did, I know Yami Fabi, you know what he's doing. It's not he believes he's intelligent and smart, but let me say he is intelligent, but not very smart. Because if you're smart, some other people will not be able to outsmart you and know that you are playing in their faces. And that's what Yomi is doing. Yomi is playing in our faces, trying to act as if Baba Jesha was acquitted, like, oh, you are vindicated, blah, blah, blah.
He's already served his term and his appeal was thrown out. So I would appeal to the Department of Justice, just as you swiftly post other people who have been convicted of crimes like this, to kindly post his name in the sex offenders register so that people will be aware. So for those of you who are stubborn, who believe you can give him your home, you can rent out your house to him, you can allow him around your kids, good luck to you.
I think Lizzie should do that, because Lizzie has come out as spokesperson for Baba Jesha. Because if Lizzie drink water and the cup did not landed well, it's Iyabo Ojo. If Lizzie cannot breathe properly, it's Iyabo Ojo. If Lizzie have cold, it's Iyabo Ojo. So because he has Iyabo Ojo involvement in it, Lizzie Anjorin has been saying that, trying to rally around and telling VDM to interview him. But all of this thing is not needed. After all, what does Lizzie always say? She's always saying something that Ọlọ́run kẹ́ òun o. How does she put this thing? Please, if you remember, if you can remind me in the comment section, anybody that knows the way Tolong care or something like that, like that she's blessed. She has a lot of things. I want to ga nínú ayé, yeah, Lizzie ga nínú ayé gan. So she has big house, she has, she has so many things. She's very, very rich. She has shopping complex. She has so many houses. Lizzie can accommodate Baba Jesha conveniently without even, thinking about it.
Let me see your DM.
And
Say
give
justice
him
for Lagbaja.
accommodation.
I'm saying I'm
Problem
doing this
solved.
video because from the testimonies of his past victims, Olariwaju James Omiyinka doesn't wait. He doesn't slow down. His attack is swift. And I know in the next 1 month, he will do it to someone else. Now, he has done it to adults. He has done it to children.
He
has done it to tender age children. He has done it to somebody who suffers dwarfism. He has done it to a mentally challenged person, a physically challenged person. And like I said, he has also done it to some of the people registered to act with him. So you have the information. I don't want to hear, oh, I thought, I assumed. You are assuming for you at your own detriment. And note, some of the people who are saying, oh, he has been vindicated. Note, some of them don't live in Nigeria. Don't let them push you to your death. Some of those saying, lie, he couldn't have done it. They will never allow their own children near him. It's better.
Somebody like Lizzie, like I said, she's advocating for him, but she keeps saying, God is going to help him. Like, why can't you do that? You have a house, Baba Jesha, I made a video about him coming out and saying that he just needs somewhere to lay his head. So if that is the case, why not? Somebody like Lizzie advocating for him should be able to give him somewhere to lay his head. A lot of people are advocating for him. I see a lot of people in diaspora making video and saying that, oh, my friend Baba Jesha was released today. You guys should just, rally around as usual. Grapist apologies. Rally around and contribute for him. And instead of even contributing, why not put him up in your house? Why not put him up with your family? Let him stay with your family now. Because these people are just so silly. Saying that because you hate Iyabo Ojo, underage needs to suffer. Simply because some fools are telling you that is it Iyabo Ojo that is the judge? Is Iyabo Ojo the prosecution lawyer? Is Iyabo Ojo his defendant? So why does Iyabo Ojo have to support that nonsense? And Lizzie Anjorin is going off. Like, sometimes my shame does shame. Like, when you say, like, their shame is shaming me, I just feel like, why are people not ashamed? Fine. I'm not saying they should crucify him. He's done his time, and I hope he can heal. If he needs therapy, he should go for therapy. If he cannot help himself, then he's better in prison than living among people. Because if he's going to hurt another young child, if he's going to do it to another child, then that's something that I'm never ever going to be in support of somebody that has been convicted of that. Never. As a mother, even when I'm not even a mother, I will never ever be in support of such person. This is somebody that know him very well. Princess know Baba Jesha very well. They are friends. They keep saying, no, he's a bitter ex. Even if she's an ex, do you have to condone that? This is the same set of people that their children will come to them and they will say, oh, yeah, you don't say things like that. I've seen stories. These people are ridiculous. saying that, oh, hey, Iyabo Ojo, you want. And another thing I noticed is that there was a video circulating around whereby Iyabo Ojo was so hot, feeling hot, saying that if tó bá jẹ́ pé kí n ta lé mi ní Baba Ijesha jẹ̀bi, Baba Ijesha guilty. It was the time Baba Ijesha was trying to appeal, when Yomi Fabiyi was rallying around, with some other apologists like him, rallying around, and they were trying to, appeal the case. And Iyabo Ojo was going off on that. Like, why would you even appeal? This is a clear evidence. And Yomi Fabiyi is saying that they set him up. If you are not that, if they set you up, you are not supposed to fall into it. I made this video about 3.5 years ago when his case was going on. Like, are you dumb? Are you numb? Are you a numbskull? This is the reason a lot of all these jackpa coming to UK, going to America, going to Canada, they have been arrested for trying to proposition young girls into a relationship, for trying to proposition teenagers. Because what happened is that most of them, they bring that stupid mentality from Nigeria and they come to UK, and they think that the mentality in the teenagers there is the same as the ones they can just shut down in Nigeria, simply because they know the system is always, the system in Nigeria always supports men. Hardly will a woman have voice. Just in few years, when social media is becoming an object or a tool for people to really cry out, that is when you can see few justice here and there for people. And the people that are doing this justice, clamoring together to help these young girls, like is it Adetong, just Adetong, Iyabo Ojo, especially somebody like Iyabo Ojo, they made it so bad to the extent that she has refused to even contribute, especially with the justice for Uchenya going on. A lot of people were saying that, oh, the celebrities were not saying anything. You expect them to say something. And these misogynist, rapist apologists to come for them when everything is war against them, when they lack self-control. They can't even control that thing in between their thigh. And they will come to UK, go to Canada, you will see them be arrested. A Nigerian man arrested for trying to proposition a 12-year-old girl, trying to proposition a 14-year-old girl into relationship, and how do they catch them? Yomi Fabiyi, you go to UK. That's why I said this guy is intelligent. He know what he's doing. He know how to play with words. Because what he does is that the first line or second line, he will put it out something that is not happening, like a lie. Then he will now write a whole of a piece too, which his follower cannot read, or even read and never understand. A lot of them doesn't read. The first 2 lines is where Yomi Fabiyi will put that thing, and they'll be like, yeah, they started cursing someone. Because the way Yomi Fabiyi put it out there is as if, oh, Baba Ijesha is vindicated. A lot of times, this is what Yomi is saying, is that they set him up. Everybody they have caught in UK, Canada, US, it was a setup. Sometimes it's FBI stings. It will be the FBI they are chatting with, all these griper. Because they think they are chatting with that young girl. The moment the young girl told the parent already informed the police or informed authority in charge, and they will be chatting with them. So what is Yomi talking about? It's a sting. If you are not that person, you're not going to fall into that trap. But he sees himself in Baba Ijesha. Seriously, God forgive me, because how are you so riled up saying that, oh, it was a setup, the guy is this, the guy is that? Yeah, even if the guy is that, why did the guy report to Baba Ijesha? Oh, she has a boyfriend. Yeah, it was so freaking what? She's not interested in Baba Ijesha. Why should he force himself on the girl? So sometimes I don't know why these people put this kind of energy out or on themselves. Like, things you contribute on social media sometimes shows who you are than the cause you're actually fighting for. And see, the moment Yabojo started fighting for all these people, I know there's a story behind it. And when I heard that story, I'm not surprised. Like, she went through it and she never wants any young person to go through that, because that thing is a trauma. It's a trauma that doesn't heal. I was listening to testimony of a lady. This lady is now as old as in her early 30s, but this thing happened to her at 12, and she's still having this thought of offing herself, like getting rid of herself, because she feels she's not worthy. That is what these selfish human beings don't think about. Like, the person, what have you done to this person? What damage has that done to that young girl? They think that, oh, he's done, then let me just go. After all, it's done. It's not. So you need to stop with that crap. He's acting like illiterate. They set him up. If it's not somebody that is doing that, how will they set him up? You don't set somebody that is clean up. If I'm clean now and I'm being set up with some money, and I know I'm not a thief, I will see the money, I'll call the person that owns the money, come and get your money. So if they set him up and it's not that person, he will just look at the girl and relate to the girl normal, not trying to proposition her, grabbing her and all of that. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to leave now. I think I've ranted enough. I'm going to leave now, but before I leave, let me finish playing this.
You have the information now. Do with it what you wish.
Exactly.
I and my family will continue to try and heal. Once again, we're waiting on Lagos State to publish his name, because he's a convicted criminal. He has served his time. So he finished serving his time. But be careful. Olariwaju James Omiyinka, aka Baba Ijesha, he is a serial.
So
be careful. You have been warned. He's already served his term and his appeal was thrown out. So I would appeal to the Department of Justice, just as you swiftly post other people who have been convicted of crimes like this, to kindly post his name in the sex offenders register so that people will be aware. So for those of you who are stubborn, who believe you can give him your home, you can rent out your house to him, you can allow him around your kids.
They don't read.
They will probably that. Let me see your DM. Pay justice for Lagbaja.
They will still do it. They are such a fool because they don't read. I remember they used to say, if you want to hide something for black people, put it in a book. It's not just black people now. It's all over the world. Like, these people hardly read. You will see some people post a picture. Maybe that person is even, is not even here with us anymore. And they'll be saying happy birthday because they don't even read. That's how bad he is. I don't get it with people these days. Like, take time and read. I understand, people like us, CRA, Comment Reader Association, you're not going to be exactly like us, but still, try and read the caption. Try and read what is in the caption. Because it might be long. Some people will even be in the comment section and they have the time to type. Can somebody explain what is going on for me? Like, what happened to your own eyes? Why can't you read? Why can't you read? So now, see what I'm trying to tell you. What Yomi Fabi always does. This is what he does. I'm gonna put some screenshot of what he did, and a lawyer, I think Attorney General of Lagos State, had to come out and correct his statements. Like, he's not cleared. It's not this. This is what Yomi Fabi posted on his page, saying that, oh, you are now officially free and out. Baba Jesha is not just back, but better. I'm also happy you were cleared by the appeal court of ever having, that any children. The 7-year-old story is a charade. We live in a terrible world where sentiment and wickedness rise above the rule of law and truth. If you see that, you would think, oh my God, Baba Jeshani. But then when you read what the Lagos State Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice Lawal Pedro wrote, denied the report claiming Hollywood actor Olanrewaju James, Baba Jesha, popularly known Baba Jesha, was acquitted and cleared of all charges, including the offences involving minor by the Court of Appeal. Wait, I'm trying to read it for you. This Yomi Fabiyi is sick in the head. After Yomi Fabiyi had on Saturday, November 15, claimed that Baba Jesha was released from prison after a court of appeal dismissed his sexual abuse case, he claimed the appellant court has exonerated Baba Jesha and that the entire case was a charade. Speaking to journalists in Lagos on Sunday, November, the Attorney General described the circulating narrative as false, misleading, and irresponsible. See, that is who some idiots are donating money to, telling them he's going to get justice for Mohbad. He got on the justice for Mohbad train a year after, when he realized that, oh my God, people are actually making a lot of money from this justice for Mohbad. So he got on the train as well. And as fate will have it, some idiots who really wants Wunmi, the wife, to be the one, and he started eating their money, lying to them. See what the Attorney General said, stressing that it was a complete distortion of the judicial record and capable of severely misleading the public. That is what Yomi does best. No such clearance occurred at any stage of the judicial process, Pedro stated firmly. He confirmed that the High Court of Lagos State on July 14, 2022 convicted Baba Ijesha for sexual assault and indecent treatment, blah, blah, blah. According to it, sentencing him to 5 years and 3 years respectively to run concurrently. The conviction was further solidified. They said it's unequivocal on June 20, 2024, set aside conviction relating to alleged offences from the 2013-2014. It unequivocally upheld the conviction and sentence for the 2021. So what had happened is that there was a conviction for some cases of 2020, 2013 and 2014. But that one is like, okay, we're going to forget the 3 years. But the one of 2021, whereby Yabojo was involved in, he's going to serve that sentence, which is served and finish the sentencing. And Yomi Fabiyi is coming out as if that, oh, they just cheated him. The sentiment overcomes the rule of law. Like, with using so many English and trying to distort things. That's his job. He's not an activist, to be honest, because if you're an activist, you won't be sentimental yourself, fighting for some while trying to make some feel like they are the villain. I don't get it. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much if you come across this video. So the man literally said that Mr. Olanrewaju James was not cleared of the offenses of XSA and indecent treatment of a child. The Attorney General insisted. See, the conviction was further solidified after a subsequent appeal to the Supreme Court. That was the one Princess was talking about, that because he appealed again in May 29, he was trying to make sure that his name doesn't go on the offense register. So he's trying with the appeal, and it was Yomi Fabiyi that was doing it, because Yomi painted it to the people living in diaspora just the way he always writes it. That's why I said it's not people living in Nigeria. Like, if you don't want people to find something, put it in a book. It's not a lie. It's true everywhere. Things we are going through today, there has been books written about it, but we don't read. We're not, and now they are even dumbing down people with social media more and more so that they don't read. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to see you next week, but keep an eye out for my keep an eye out on my shorts. But please try, even if you cannot read everything, go on each paragraph, just look through. You don't have to sit down and read the entire thing like somebody like me. I'm very thorough. I will go through things line by lines because I really want to understand the story. It's just like the Imisi Big Brother Naija story. I really was trying to understand it, then I realized that, oh, that Imisi mom and Baba Mohbad needs to just be husband and wife, because all I see there is entitlement mentality, making your children your life insurance without thinking of your own, like, what is going to happen to me? What if the children doesn't even make it? And also the network. I want you guys to tell me what you think about all the stories if you come across this video, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It costs you nothing, is free of charge. Abi, you can't even dash me your thumbs up. Please dash me that one at least. So, and I will see you guys in my next video. I'm still not like up to doing live video consistently like I want. I'm also, a lot of people don't even watch, maybe because it's long, but it is what it is. We're just going to continue to do it. We're not stopping. Anyway, see you next week or during the week if something really fun come up. But if you have a story you want me to, you need my opinion about, those are my social running through the page. Just reach out to me and I will see you in my next one. Have a fulfilled week, guys, and I will see you next week.